Good evening. My name is Vayan Khan and I'm your IELTS speaking examiner. Can you please show me your identity?
Sure, ma'am.
Take this. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Ahsan Ali. I'm 19 years old. Recently, I have passed my intermediate examination. I've done FSc in medical. We are 8 siblings. My father lives in Saudi Arabia and he's a shopkeeper. My mother is a housewife. And I have further planned to continue my study in abroad. For this purpose, I have planned to move to London to continue my study.
Tell me about your hometown.
My hometown is actually, I think I lived in Sargodha. I'm from Sargodha, which is located in district Punjab of Pakistan. It is actually an agricultural land where several kinds of crops and several kinds of planting have been grown there. I think that my hometown is a good and best place for living because several kind of facilities like regarding for medical purpose, regarding for health and several kind of other visiting and tourism purposes are very various kind of facilities are available and it is actually a good land to live.
Has your hometown changed since you were a child?
I think that there are many of changes which are now from time ago. I think around about 10 to 5 years ago, because in past time it was like of village. The life was like just a village life, and it was like pure life. But now for this time, many of kind of construction purpose things and many kind of buildings have been built. So this increase in some kinds of pollution, so I think the change I observed the most.
Do you know about the history of your hometown?
My hometown is actually like a place which gives also rural vibes and also village vibes, because it is a place like it also includes the pure environment. Beside that, it also includes the rural environment. Regarding to history, as far I know about that, it was actually a forest. Around about century ago, and there was people migrated from like of cities that time, and they started like living like as a villagers. And there was a man whose name was Goda, and he was actually a Sikh, and by the name of his man, this city has given the name of the Sargodha.
Tell me about your leisure activities.
In my leisure time, I like to listen the songs. Besides that, I like to play the games. The games are like digital games. If I talk about the physical games, then I love the snooker, and I like to play it in my leisure time, and I really enjoy it.
Okay. Thank you, Ahsan. I'm starting a part 1 of your IELTS speaking exam. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How often do you make a telephone call?
I actually don't prefer much telephone calls, but whenever there is a condition like it is an emergency condition or anything important to ask or tell, to inform to your siblings, so I prefer to make the phone calls.
Okay. Who do you spend most time talking to on the telephone?
There's one person who is my best friend. He's also my buddy. We are emotionally attached. We actually share our experience of daily routine, and we talk about the things of happiness, and we share our things of happiness and sadness. And so I feel like of a kind of relief by talking to him. So I spend most of my time with him on phone call.
When you will make the next telephone call?
I think I'm going to make a next phone call to my father, because he is really worried about me, because he already knew that today was my interview. So I will go to make a call to him, and I will inform him about my interview.
Do you sometimes prefer to send a text message instead of telephoning?
As my routine is much tough, I used to go to the university at the morning, and at the second time I used to go to the academy, and I usually attend the classes. So while I'm attending my lecture or class, I prefer to make a text message beside that of call, or while doing a kind of important task or important any activity, I prefer text messages.
Thank you so much. That was the end of your IELTS speaking part 1. Now I am starting part 2. This part contains a cue part. You will have 1 minute to think about the significant topic. You can even make notes. That's up to you. After that, you will have 2 minutes to talk about the topic.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Take your cue card. Take this. Thank you so much. Start your topic now.
If we talk about a journey that was like of my first experience on board or car, then a journey or travel that comes in my mind was of the marriage ceremony of my cousin. We had to travel for a long distance. Our destination was about 300 kilometers away from us. So we used my friend's car for the purpose of that. The reason that this journey is remarkable or enjoying was enjoying for me, that was my friends, or that was several kind of activities which we did at that time. I also bring my some close friends with me because I wanted my time to like it. I wanted my time to enjoy that time and to enjoy my journey. That was like my first experience along with my their close friends, along with my cousins. We had several kind of activities which we had done. We also stopped at a picnic spot and we had a good lunch with my friends and with my cousins. We also had a shoot. Beside that, I also had a chance to ride on a boat. That was actually my first experience to ride on a boat. I was also scared and happy at the time, same time, both scared and happy. So that was my first experience. The reason that this journey is remarkable or it is saved in my memories because that of my beloved ones, my cousins and my friends, I enjoyed the most. That the purpose for our journey to travel to travel to attend for marriage ceremony of my cousin. That was the main person and I enjoyed a lot because of kind of activities which we had done. We enjoyed a lot. We had a good lunch and several kind of activities further beside of shoot and other kind. We had plenty of jokes and entertainment time with them, and that's all.
Thank you so much. That was the end of your IELTS speaking part 2. Now I am going to start your IELTS speaking part 3. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to ask few questions that will be related to your cue card. Why do people need to travel every day?
Personally, according to my point of view, there are many reasons regarding to their jobs, regarding to their educational institutes, or many kind of purposes like for shopping or marketing. People have to travel in their regular routine.
Okay. What type of problems do people face when they are on their daily journey?
I think that there are several kind of problems while having public transport. In my country, the service of public transport is not much good. It's like an average, and several kinds of there are many kinds of issues having the transport service regarding maintenance issues and the vehicles which are used for the public transport are not much good. They are not well air conditioned, and there's also a big issue of traffic. There is very much rush on roads, and that is actually a disturbing for a passenger.
Okay. Some people think that daily journeys like this will not be so common in the future. What do you think?
I don't agree with that because personally, as far I think that these are the things or these are the activities which go along with life. We will have to travel in future also for the several kind of purposes, like as I'm a student and I'm moving abroad, so while where I'm moving, my institute is very far away from that place, so I will have to travel a long distance for that. And these are activities which go along with life. For kind of educational institute, you have to move toward university, or kind of for any kind of job purpose, you have to move toward your office. So you will have to travel. You will have to travel a lot. So I think that there will not much change in the future.
Do you think that international tours can boost the economy of a country?
Definitely, that's actually a factor that international tours can boost the economy of a country because if I talk about my country, which is actually Pakistan, It is actually a country having plenty of tourist spots, and by improving the services for your international tours, by improving the kind of food services or management services, your the tourism can contribute much to your economy.
Thank you so much. This is the end of your International English Language Testing System examination. Thanks for your time.